names is Cuisinart. But what Cuisinart has done here with their pressure cooker, it is a 12-in-1, and they have designed this to make it easy to use. We may have had pressure cookers in the past where there are a lot of different settings and a lot of different knobs and turns and this pressure, that pressure, and it got a little overwhelming. Well, Cuisinart said, you know what? We're gonna simplify everything. And we're gonna make it a 12-in-1 for you with all of your presets. So it's basically goof-proof here. You can set it for meat, for stews and chilies, for soup, if you're making a great stock, for beans, there's rice and grain setting, risotto. How about your slow cook setting? Your steam, saute, if you're just keeping everything warm. For the summertime, you want that fall off the bone brisket. Do you want that pot roast? Do you want those ribs for the summertime? This makes that easy for you to do in your kitchen, and that name Cuisinart. And then take a look at this. You're getting a book full of recipes. I know a lot of times we get these fun appliances home, but we don't know where to start. Well, you're gonna know exactly where to start. You're gonna flip through here, find your favorite recipe, and know exactly how to do it. Today, you're getting $40 off today, 3 flexible payments of $36.66, and it's also on free shipping here at HSN. You get 30 days to try everything out. Put it to the test for the month. Have a blast in the kitchen. Cook those great summer meals. Our friend from Cuisinart, Stephanie Roberts, is joining us here this morning. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome to HSN Today.
Hi, Ty. Happy Friday. Okay, listen, and by the way, all those great things you just said, and it's exclusive to us here on HSN. So I absolutely love that. All right. This is Cuisinart's 12-in-1 pressure cooker. I have worked with a lot of multi-cookers, a lot of pressure cookers over the years. This by far is the easiest and nicest to use. So right now I am pulling out my pork, right? And I'm going to pull this effortlessly. Oh my gosh, look how amazing that looks. And it is going to turn into pulled pork sandwiches for the crowd. I'm gonna let that cool for just a second, and then I'll go ahead and dish it. And my dog just showed up because it smells so amazing. So hi, Wrigley, say hi to everybody, and go lie down. All right, now the other thing I wanna show you about this lid though, see how it's attached? That means it self-drains back here and doesn't make a big mess on the counter. Check 1 for Cuisinart. Check 2. This is all you have to do to seal the lid. I have had pressure cookers before where you struggle and struggle and struggle. This one goes up and down. But what I like the most about it is that something that would have taken me, oh, I don't know, 4 hours in the oven, heating up my kitchen, requiring me to be here and babysitting. I put the meat in. Actually, I seared it first. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute because I can do it all in the same pot. But I put it in. I push a couple buttons. The only thing that you need to know to be successful about pressure cooking, multi-cooking, is that you always use a liquid. As long as you remember that, you are not going to mess anything up. And literally with about, I don't know, less than 10 minutes effort from me, I have pulled pork for, gosh, that's only a 4-pounder. I would say I could have easily done a 6-pounder, let's say for 15 people. So this is what you need for your summer entertaining. All right, Wrigley the dog and I are gonna help you, show you exactly how this all works. He's very interested in the pork, Ty. So when you get
so
your
am I.
home,
I understand. Yeah.
so is my whole family at 8 a.m. It smells unbelievable in here. It's so great. Look at this screen. Look at this LCD screen. This is so incredibly intuitive and user-friendly. I am going to turn that dial to choose meat, super chili, stews. I can make my stocks in here. Oh, that's so much easier than on the stovetop. Beans, rice and grains, risotto, slow cook, saute. Now that one's important to me. I told you that I sauteed that meat. That is how you get the flavor when you do these summer meats, like your ribs, like your pulled pork. You know how sometimes it's kind of mush? Like you go to somebody's house and you're like, oh, great, and their meat just is mushy. That's because they didn't saute it. So in this pan, use it like you would on the stovetop. Saute right in here. This is all you will ever need. So what I'm going to show you now, you're getting this little rack. You know what that's perfect for? Corn. You know what I don't like to do on the stovetop? Corn. It can take like what? 30 minutes to boil that water, right? In the time you would boil the water on your stovetop, I'm going to load 6 ears of corn in here, all right? 6 ears of corn. Now, what's the one thing you never forget? Liquid. With corn, I'm going to use water. With pulled pork, use apple juice. Use beer. I use chicken stock. Use whatever you want. It infuses the flavor. This time, we're just gonna dump in some water. All right, so here's my corn.
Okay.
I'm not sitting around and waiting for that watch pot to boil, because Grandma said it never would. Here's the way I turn the lid. Locked, that's all I need to know. I have wrestled with other appliances to get that lid to lock.
Right.
This is amazing. So now I go back to my pan. Because I'm doing corn, it's a vegetable, I'm gonna custom cook it, okay? And by the way, wait till I show you the chart you get with this. So I push the button. All right, that was pretty easy. Now a lot of things are flashing at me. Well, let's push it and see what it tells me to do. Pressure. Oh, I want my pressure to be high. I'm in a hurry for my corn. Boop. Okay, got that. Time. Push that. Let's change my time. This is going to blow your mind. 3 minutes. Now, let's be honest. I'm going to go ahead and set that and push start. Those little bars tell me that I'm coming under pressure. That is all I need to do. Now I watch. Now, I know you're thinking, wait, 3 minutes. It takes me 40 minutes to cook corn on my stove. It still has to come under pressure. That'll take about 10. But in 13 minutes, my corn is done. Nothing's boiling over on the stove. I tell you, Ty, this has changed every summer menu item you are ever going to want to cook.
Yes, and in those 13 minutes, you're not worrying about it. You're not checking on it. It is taking care of it. It is doing it. And again, also taking care of it. You're getting this here. So if you're wondering, like, how do I know? What am I setting it on? You're getting this here. And let me show you. I'm going to open it up for you. So all of these kind of recipes here, I think you're getting like 60 recipes here. But here, this is, I think, that chart that Stephanie was talking about here. I know it's a little hard to see on the screen there, but I'll ask Stephanie about it. But what I'm saying is it's walking you through everything, all the information you need right here. As I said at the beginning, the whole point behind this, Cuisinart said, we want to make it easy for you. We want to make this goof-proof. We want to make this simple, summer cooking, right every time, repeatable results. Have you ever tried to cook that brisket? And that one time, it turned out great, but then you couldn't repeat that again. Repeatable results. Also, your cooking pot inside here, non-stick, easy to clean. You can throw it in the dishwasher if you want, and it has all of your measurements right there on the inside. You'll be able to see that when you get home right there. So very easy to clean. And then I love what Stephanie was showing us, how easy it is to lock. I've had some pressure cookers before that I couldn't tell if they were locked. It was just a little mechanism, and did I lock it? This one, you see this whole piece right here? You can watch it. Boom, you know for sure it is locked, it is ready to go. Okay, it's $40 off right now, but this price ends at midnight. This is the last time, this is the last day it will be at this price. If you'd like another $40 off, well, we're giving you $40 if you open the HSN card today. And you're like, Ty, yes, how do I do that? Well, right there on your screen, 1-800-695-1418. If you call that number, a couple of minutes, you get approved, you get $40 off your first single item purchase. It could be this, could be something else, but if it is the Cuisinart pressure cooker, now that's coming down to $69.99. It's also on free shipping and handling. And you get 30 days. Get it home, cook those summer meals, those slow roasting, those slow cooking, and those repeatable results. Stephanie, you were talking about sometimes how hard on the stove it is to cook certain things and what a pain it is and having to babysit. That's the other thing it's allowing us to do. Set this and then go sit by the pool for 15 minutes, come back and have it ready to go.
Absolutely. And this time of year, don't run your oven. We don't want to heat up the kitchen anymore. This takes that out of the equation. Two things that you mentioned. In the recipe book, there's a chart that tells you how to cook your chicken, your beef, your lamb, your pork, all of your vegetables, and all of your grains. This is the best thing I've ever seen. No matter what it is, I refer to it and think, oh, okay, 20 minutes, low pressure, cup of water, good to go. So there's goof proof there. You're also getting an extra silicone ring. The reason this matters is when you have pressure cookers that just won't seal, it's because something went funky with the silicone ring. Maybe you washed it too hard, maybe you've just used it a lot, so you're getting an extra. The other thing you're getting is this great little LCD display. It's going to tell you right away if your lid is not locked. So if you're like, why won't this thing work? Well, it tells you, lid. It leaves nothing up for granted. All right, speaking of not using the oven, I have 4 teenage boys. Baked ziti is an absolute staple in my home. This is a 6-quart container, which I thought, oh, that's probably a good everyday size, not too huge. Okay, it can be huge. That is a
still coming
pound
out
of baked ziti. I know, look at this. But speaking of coming out, look at how well it came out. That is non-stick. So this is the same pot that I got a great sear on my pork on. Now it's nonstick for the ziti. Here comes the lab again. It's okay, Mike. You can let him go. He's like, smells amazing in here. And now I could pop it in the dishwasher, wipe it out, or do whatever I wanted. Now remember, this is a 12-in-1. You could do this under pressure, which I did in about 10 minutes. Or if you have all day, use the slow cook function.
Yes.
You don't need a slow cooker anymore. This is your slow cooker.
Right.
You don't need to saute on the stove and spray things all over. You can do it right here. And the options just keep going. Let's push to the back here, Mike. Hi, Wrigley. Wrigley's going to watch and see what else we could do here. This is what I had for breakfast. It was a much bigger bowl, but I dug in. Steel cut oats. Have you ever made those on the stovetop? Oh, it's like 30 minutes.
Right.
They stick, they glop. So I put my steel cut oats in my water in my multi-cooker, and those are plump raisins in there. You throw your mix-ins in too. Stir it up, and suddenly you have a pot of steel cut oats for the whole week, Ty.
Yes,
I don't have time to do this every morning.
Yeah, no, and I love it. Something that's gonna take up a little bit of counter space, but it's gonna do so much for you, right? If you want that one go-to item that does so much for you, this is the one. Stephanie, thanks for being here with us on HSN today.
Quick other thing to show you, chicken, do it frozen. Throw it right on in there. You'll never miss a home-cooked meal again.
Man, that's great. That last minute, pull it out of the freezer, throw it in your Cuisinart pressure cooker. Bye, Stephanie. Thank you. 733-260 there. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of a break when we